It's sometimes great to venture off the main quest path and dive into worlds rich with fetch quests and secret caves. However, always remember this rhyme. If you go down to the optional woods today, you're in for an optional surprise. For the optional super bosses are there and willing to optionally fuck your shit up so hard you'll die from anal bleeding.
But what's the difference between a boss and a super boss? Well, for the purpose of science, I've roped in a few friends to help with a visual demonstration. People, welcome young Peter.
Young Peter.
Hello, Peter.
I am your boss.
Let's just get this over with.
Number 1, the boss.
So, Peter, are you ready?
Are you ready?
Always.
Okay, eyes shut.
Somebody open a window. Bit of a breeze there, mate.
What? Is that it?
Yeah. Off you go.
All right.
I've had kisses with more hit.
Number 2, the super boss.
Okay, I respect you for doing this. I think it's a bit crazy, a bit foolish, but I do respect you. The only thing, you might want to take this jumper off. That's the.
I'm actually a bit cold, so
Is that? Are you wearing padding for this?
That's a bit offensive. I mean, I put on a bit of weight since I can't.
Right, come on, jump it off. Jump it off. These are expensive, you know. These aren't cheap. Sticking to you and everything. Disgrace.
Oh! My ass. I felt that.
As you can see, regular bosses are just mild road bumps on an otherwise smooth main story, but super bosses require you to go out of your way, complete crazy quests, or spend countless hours just to meet them and be instantly toasted.
With this in mind, I'm Jules, your Southwest Savage for WhatCulture.com, and these are 10 optional super bosses who totally destroyed players.
Number 10. Flemeth, Dragon Age Origins. Fans of the Dragon Age games know to expect two things. Namely that there's going to be a buttload of quests to complete, and at some point, there will probably be dragons. Flemeth provides both, much to the surprise of many, as at first she seems to be a kindly old lady who helps you out, and even insists her daughter Morrigan go with you on your quest to cure the blight. But things aren't what they seem to be, as when you discover that Flemeth is in fact going to use her daughter as a vessel for her soul when her own body fails, and you return to confront her, you're given a choice. Either let her go in exchange for a grimoire, which sounds like the type of genre a Serbian film should be classed as, or fight her. If you choose to fight her, then she turns into a massive dragon and look at this face. This is a man who instantly regrets his decisions. The fight is truly challenging at this early stage, as she's able to nearly one-shot party members and possesses really high resistance to both magic and damage.
The real issue is at this point in the game, you're going to be totally underleveled for this fight, meaning that she's probably just going to char-grill you and your peasant-like armor.
Number 9. Baron von Rulenstein, Donkey Kong Country 3. DK3, while being slightly worse than Diddy's Conquest in my opinion, is still a phenomenally good platformer. It strode the line between accessibility and challenge near perfectly throughout the main game, but that doesn't mean that one of its hidden bosses was anything other than an experience in anal tearing. If the player manages to collect all the cogs in Krematoa and give them to Boomer, King K. Rool, now calling himself K. Rulenstein in this version, appears in his secret submarine, the Nautilus. Battling him requires perfect reaction timing and skill, and for many would be a short battle as those electric beams, object-spewing pipes, and let's not forget moving floor can turn you into a Kong paste pretty quickly. Now granted, this boss doesn't feel as hard as some other entries on this list, but when you look at what players faced before, it really feels like a difficulty spike that would wreck unsuspecting players. Number 8. Adamantoise, Final Fantasy 15.
See, now here's the thing, I've not actually played Final Fantasy 15. I will, I promise, but I know somebody who has, and who has a very personal and quite depressing tale about the game. This is young Ben. Now, we're going to talk now about Adamantoise, the living mountain, and it gave you quite some grief, didn't it?
Yeah.
Now, this is a safe space. I want you to trust me and trust the audience, and in your own words and in your own time, tell us what happened.
Okay, so when you finish this fucking game, right, it gives you an optional hunt. I think it's called a hunt. It doesn't matter, it doesn't feel like a fucking hunt because you don't have to go hunting for it. It's a fucking mountain, right? You go near it and the mountain grows legs. It's a massive fucking turtle. Tortoise, sorry. I don't know if that's racist to tortoises or turtles, but fuck them. After this fight, it's two literal hours, 2 hours of real world hours. That's 2 hours, Jules. 2 2 hours, right? That you fight this thing. It's not hard. It can't hurt you, really. Your party's useless. You just phase strike it again and again, and it's Now, to me, I had a bit of an issue with this because when I initially hadn't properly strategized, right, I was stuck there fighting this thing for 2.5 hours, struggling to speak. It's a 2.5 hours, right? And is it playing now? Are they seeing it? Are they seeing what's happening? Okay, right. You see this bullshit, big giant glitchy blob attached to a mountain, spins around, sends me flying way out of the area, ends the hunt, no XP, the life bar reset, 2.5 hours. 2.5 hours.
Thank you, Ben.
Number 7, The Reaper, Persona 4 Golden. So I'm pretty much brand new to this series, but thanks to Ben and his unyielding love for all things weeby, I'm now deeply ingrained in Persona 4 Golden. I don't know how to describe this game other than telling you how it makes me feel.
It makes me feel good. Like, really, really good. Like Velvet Enema good.